Namaste and a very good morning, children. I hope you are taking good care of yourselves and staying indoors. Now it is time that we start today's lesson. Once again, we are continuing with literature, chapter 4, Trapped. So let's proceed. So let's begin the reading of the chapter, Trapped. You can see the subtitle here, Empathy for Animals. Children, empathy is a word similar to sympathy, but there is a little difference between these two words. Sympathy is when you feel sorry about someone's pain, when you know somebody is in trouble and you feel bad about it. But empathy is when somebody is in pain and you feel and understand the pain of that person as if it is your own pain. So, empathy for animals means sharing the feelings of animals, understand the problems they go through, and do whatever is best possible for the animals. Now, let's look at the warm up. So, you can see over here there are two pictures. In the first picture, there's a girl who's holding an umbrella over a dog to protect it from rain. Whereas in the second picture, there's a boy who's throwing a stone at a dog. So the first question they're asking us over here is, what similarities and differences do you find between the two pictures? The similarity, of course, is that there is a human being and an animal. But the pictures are completely different because in the first picture we can see the girl is empathizing with the dog. Whereas in the second picture, the boy is completely insensitive towards the dog. He is not bothered about the pain he is inflicting on the poor dog. So, children, both these pictures show a completely contrast behavior of these two children. Now, let's look at the second question. Why do you think some people are cruel to animals? Is it right? Give reasons for your answer. Now, children, I would say that some people are cruel to animals because they have no empathy for animals. These people do not understand that animals are also living beings and they too are creation of the mother nature just as we humans are. Animals have an equal right to live on this earth and they need their own space. And also, to maintain a balance in nature, we humans need to learn to live in harmony with the animals. Now let's begin the reading of this chapter and see how a girl saves the life of a poor animal who accidentally enters a village. A bear finds himself in danger after he enters a village. Read this short story by Sigrun Srivastava to find out what happens to him. The bear padded down the village path and stopped to sniff the air. Now, padded means walked, and sniff is when an animal breathes in loudly to smell something. The village lay sleeping in the hot afternoon sun. So, this is a sunny afternoon when the bear has entered the village. The bear walked on. He was young and chubby. Blades of grass lay knotted on his soft, shining black fur. Knotted means in knots. Now, when the bear must have walked through the grass or some bushes, the blades of grass could have got stuck into its black fur. Okay, let's continue. When he arrived at an open gate, he peeped into a courtyard. Now, since the bear is in a village, he must have come across an open gate and he's looking into through the open gate and he's seeing that a girl sat near a cot. Now, a cot is a small wooden bed, scrubbing a grass plate with ash and sand. Now, children, the utensils of brass in villages, people clean those utensils with ash and sand. The polished plate sparkled in the midday sun. The glare hit the bear's eyes. Now, glare is the strong, bright light which is, getting reflected from the plate. He purred. The girl looked up. The dish fell from her hands and she shrieked, "Bhalu!" What noise was that? The young bear was puzzled. He was frightened. He drew back a step or two, but then there was a loud noise that made him really scared. Dogs! Barking burst out from everywhere, far and near. Suddenly, the young animal could smell danger. He turned towards the road that led through the fields back into the forest. But it was too late. Now, since the animal has smelt danger, it also wants to go away into its own abode, the forest. But he is now confused and scared. The road was not safe. It was full of humans. Their hunting cries rang in the air. The bear ran as fast as he could over open drains and a garbage dump. But the hunters pressed in on him. Now, pressed in, children, means to move towards somebody. Through a cloud of dust, he saw them coming towards him, a gang of children with raised sticks, and close on their heels were the dogs. Now, close on their heels means exactly behind somebody or close behind somebody. Get him! Get him! Get him! The bear did not understand the cries, but the wild barking of the dogs terrified him. He turned and ran blindly into the next lane and the next and then into another. Now, children, the bear actually does not want to, roam around in the lanes, but he's trying to find his way out of the village. He's very scared. He's scared of the children shouting and the dogs barking at him. But his efforts were in vain. In vain means without any useful result. He's not able to find his way out. He's not getting successful. Confused with terror, he lost his way. Now he was angry. He rushed down a lane that led into a square. The animal did not know that the square led nowhere. The square was walled in on all four sides. In the middle of it was an old dry well. Now, children, the bear has got stuck at a place which is bordered by walls on all four sides. So he is not able to find his way out now. The bear got into the well in a few leaps. Leaps means jumps, and looked around. There was no place to hide. He was trapped. The animal now turned round to face the children and the dogs. So now he is got no option. So that is why it turned around. Now it has to face the children and the dogs. The children began to throw stones at him. Now, since the bear has turned towards them, the children are also scared. And in order to save themselves, whatever they have in their hands, they've started throwing it at the poor animal. And he was hit, first on his shoulder, then on his back. The dogs dug their teeth into his hind legs. Hind legs are the back legs. The bear shook himself free and hit them with a paw. They fell back and he swung round. Now the bear turned around, and what happens? And with one mighty leap, mighty is large and impressive, huge, he disappeared into the dark depths of the well. The bear accidentally fell into the well. The children bent over the rim and threw stones and sticks into the well. Now, rim is this circular border of the well, which you can see in the picture also, the raised border of the well. The bear, angry and terrified, snarled from below. Snarled is growled, the sound which the animal is making angrily. This went on for some time. Then, all of a sudden, the stones stopped falling and the shouts ceased. Ceased means stopped. The wounded and frightened bear looked up. Now, children, just imagine the plight of this poor bear which has fallen into a well, and children are throwing stones and sticks at it instead of helping it. A single human face bent down from the top. It was the face of a girl. Now other children have got back, and there is one girl which is looking down at this bear. The bear did not know that, but he heard the girl's kind and gentle voice and felt that this was a friend. There was something in her voice that comforted him. He stopped snarling. Now the bear does not know who this girl is and whether she is going to rescue him or not. But the positive vibes which are coming from this girl are comforting the animal. You know, children, the animals very easily sense the vibes which come from humans, and that is why often the dogs bark at strangers or unknown people. Now, the politeness and softness in the voice of the girl is sending positive vibes to the bear which is hurt, suffering, and stuck in a well. Children, here we are going to take a break. We are going to continue the reading of the lesson in the next video. But before winding up, I would like to discuss Science Scan, which is given on page number 37 of your books. The first point here says, bears are large mammals, as you all know. There are 8 living species of bears. The polar bear mostly eats meat and fish, while the panda eats only plants. Secondly, most species of bears except grizzly and polar bears are shy and scared of humans. Thirdly, 3 species of bears are found in India: the Himalayan black bear, the brown bear, and the sloth bear. So children, with this, we finished the reading of half of this lesson. I want you to read this content from your books and make an illustration in the literature section of your notebooks, anything that you relate to what you have read. After that, copy the sentences and question answers from the PDF file attached. Until we meet again, take care of yourselves and have a nice day.